Welcome back to another episode of the RTS podcast. I am your host, Zion Smith. To be good at something, to be great at something, to be legendary at something, you must be consistent. The meaning of consistency is to perform a particular action on a consistent basis. You think LeBron James would have gotten to the positions that he is in today if he practiced occasionally? Do you believe Michael Jackson, who is the greatest pop artist of all time, the greatest of all time, period, you think Michael Jackson would be the king of pop if he only put in the effort, the time, the persistence to perfect his craft 5 days out of the month? Do you believe the great Lauryn Hill, Monica, Faith Evans, Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, Ira B. Wells, the list goes on? Do you believe these historical figures that made a positive impact in history would have gotten to the positions if they only spoke about their message and what their beliefs are 14 days out of 365 days in a year? No. Who believe in themselves, was willing to always put in the time, the effort, the persistence to perfect their craft each and every day. It's called consistency. To be legendary at what you do. It doesn't just apply to being an athlete, being a singer, being an activist. It implies in life. Small goals, big goals, other careers, doctors, teachers, nurses, farmers, paramedics, police officers, parenting. The list goes on and on. You have to be consistent if you truly want to perfect your craft. If you remain consistent, I'm not saying 7 out of 7 days of the week. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying to work so hard to the point you'll become burnt out. But if you are reasonable, do it enough to the point when you feel good and you love what you're doing. I believe when it comes to consistency, you would get out of bed and you would truly put in the work if you love it. To be great at something, be passionate, enjoy it, and love it. Nowadays, there's more money than ever. When we get that first paycheck, a fat paycheck, your effort, your persistence will diminish. Why? I believe money can tarnish a person's effort only if they do it for the love of the money. If you do it for the love of the money, you cannot be consistent. It's impossible. After all, it is in the Bible. Don't do things for the love of the money. Don't perform your passions, your dreams, your aspirations just to be materialistic. Work hard as if you were working for the Lord. I believe that's how we must approach consistency. I am a soccer player, for example. If I know I'm having issues with my shooting techniques, even in photography and graphic design, those are two careers I love and I want to pursue. If I know my photos are too bright or too dark, it becomes impossible to visualize. Or if I know the colors are difficult to see because of the text being too dark or too light, I would fix it. Not only for one day, not only for 2 days. I won't be occasional though. I will be consistent because I know for me to get better, I have to perfect my craft each and every time. And once you perfect your craft, once you develop the nuances of knowing what does it truly mean to be legendary within yourself and working for the Lord, your craft, it becomes second nature at that point. Some people, when they see your work, they won't even think you're trying. They probably believe, it's easy, I can do that. But no, consistency is not easy at all. It's not easy. It comes with early mornings, late nights, sacrifices you don't want to make. It comes with showing up day in and day out. It even comes with pain sometimes. You show up in pain, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. However, despite those trials and tribulations, you still put in the work. Respect for you. Speaking of respect, that's one of the ways we must earn our respect. We must not demand respect. To be respected, you have to have self-respect. And with self-respect comes with hard work. Not just for 2 days out of the week. Not just for 9 days out of the month. Not just for 35 days out of the year. Not just for 70 days out of 2 years. If you put in the work day in, day out, I promise you, someone will recognize that. and they will respect you for it. That's how we earn our respect. It's about doing the work within ourselves. Mentally, physically, every aspect. I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how handsome you are. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care about how popular you are. I don't care about none of that. If you don't put in the work, if you know you have inconsistencies, you're not as good as you once were, you are another rusty, you half-assing, going through the motions, not even trying, despite your looks, despite your popularity, despite the materialistic items you have, the money you have, despite all that. If you know you're not the best within yourself, you must be consistent. That's one of the ways that we can get better. It also applies in relationships as well. You cannot satisfy or serve your partner once a week, twice a week. If you do that occasionally, your partner becomes unhappy. So you have to be there for your partner. You have to do the work within yourself too, so your partner can be satisfied with you. Consistency, it doesn't apply in sports. It applies in life as well. I have one final question for you. You talk the talk. You talk a big game, but do you also walk the walk as well? If so, are you going to prevent yourself from shitting the bed? I hope this RTS podcast was inspiring in regards of you knowing that you must be consistent if you truly want to be good at something. I'm Zion Smith, and this is the RTS podcast. Always and forever. Until next time.